So it's so wonderful to see so many familiar faces and also some new faces as well. So a big welcome to everybody. We have been so excited to tell you all about our new partnership with the Mango Tree. It's a really fantastic organisation, and we can't wait to fill you in more. But first of all, I just want to say a huge welcome back to Olivia. Olivia, it's so great to have you here. Yeah, welcome back.
Thanks, Joe, and hi everyone. It's really, really lovely to be back, and lovely to see so many of our wonderful supporters joining us on this call. Thank you for taking the time this evening to be here. Just disclaimer in advance, I'm not feeling 100%, so if my voice starts to go, then apologies in advance. I've got quite a croaky throat. But yeah, it's so lovely to be back, and thanks everyone. So for those of you that don't know. I have been on maternity leave for just over a year. I've had another little boy. He was one last month. He's called Toby, and he is full of energy, but great fun. And just want to say a huge thank you to Joe and to all of the Kids Compiler team for just all of your incredible support and hard work over the last year. As I'm sure you all know, Joe is just incredible and has kind of steered things and held the fort so amazingly while I've been off. And it's really exciting also to let you know that Joe is going to be staying on with us full time in a slightly different role. And I am back as CEO as well. So we're going to be working together along with the rest of our team to, take Kids Club Kampala to new heights. So yeah, looking forward to this evening and to sharing more with you.
Amazing. Thanks, Olivia. Yeah, I'll be staying on as Chief Operations Officer, and I'm just so excited. It was brilliant to be welcomed back into the fold, and now it's even better to be staying on to see, this new partnership through and to see our kind of growth and development as an organisation. It's really fab. Real. So, RJ, if you could share the first slide, I think yeah, Olivia's just going to briefly talk us through a little bit about who we are for anybody that isn't quite familiar.
Yes, so I know some of you have supported us for many years, and lots of you do know all about us. But just I thought it was a really good kind of reminder to begin this evening. Who is Kids Compiler? Who are we, and what's our vision? And I think just I'll just briefly go through this, and that kind of hopefully will then set the tone for moving on to talk about our new partnership. So, as I'm sure you know, Kids Club Kampala is an incredible organisation. We've been running for just over 15 years now. And we help vulnerable children in Uganda to survive and thrive. And we do this through both providing for immediate needs, such as feeding, child protection, shelter, etc., but also strengthening their futures through community outreach, educating, and skilling. So it's both giving people a hand out, but also a hand up. And our vision is to see children's lives transformed, communities empowered, and poverty reduced throughout Kampala slums. And as I said, we've been going for just over 15 years, and we have reached over 310,000 people over the last 15 years. And we would not have been able to do that without your incredible support. So thank you. Just personal thank you from myself to you, our valued supporters who are joining us this evening. We just want to celebrate all we've done over the last 15 years and all the impact that we've achieved together. So thank you so much for standing with us. Um, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this is a bit of a technical diagram. This is our theory of change, but essentially, this just outlines what our vision is moving vulnerable children and families and whole communities from just surviving to thriving, or moving them from not surviving at all to surviving and then on to thriving through our four program areas, which is community outreach, child protection, education, and skilling. So it's helping people holistically move from just having their basics needs met to being able to get out of poverty and stand on their own 2 feet for the long run. And what's incredible is we've had so many stories of children, of adults, of whole families who have come to us in that real time of need when they're not surviving at all. And they've maybe accessed us through our food banks or accessed our support through our Saturday kids clubs. And then they've gone on to be supported through our child protection work. We've then been able to sponsor them and help them go to school. And then we've been able to help whole families and mums in particular get skills so that they can set up their own businesses and then they can get the families out of poverty. And we've just seen so many individuals and whole families go through this model and be able to then not need us. And actually, lots of the families, and particularly quite a lot of the parents and some children as well, once they've grown up, have then not only gone through this model, but then they've come back to volunteer. Or they've even come back to volunteer and then they've become a staff member with us in Uganda. So that's just such a wonderful thing. And it's something I'm really proud of that we've been able to move people from just surviving to thriving. And then they're now with us and helping support the organisation and help more people move from surviving to thriving. Um, and just a really quick little update about our impact into 2024 so far. I have to say, these are our stats so far. So we're about 9, 10 months through the year, and this is what we've achieved so far. We are not yet at the end of 2024. When we do get to the end of the year, these stats will be different and we'll be updating you when that happens. But so far, 861 children have regularly attended our Saturday Kids Clubs. 132 individuals have taken part in our tailoring and knitting skilling courses. Those are the programs which help people set up businesses after getting those skills and get themselves sustainably out of poverty for the long run. 17 new children have been enrolled onto our school sponsorship project. 696 vulnerable girls have attended our counselling sessions. 2,386 free period products have been distributed to girls who would otherwise go without. And we've currently got 84 children staying at our Awafe home, receiving love, care, and protection. And we've so far been able to reintegrate 15 of those children with their families. But as I said, this is so far. And when we get to the end of the year, I know those numbers will be even higher. But again, this incredible impact wouldn't have been possible without your support. So a huge, huge thank you to everyone here who's so kind and generous to support us. So thank you. Back over to you, Joe.
Thank you, Olivia. It's just really lovely to reflect on what we've been able to achieve so far in 2024, thanks to all of your amazing support. So, yeah, huge thank you for being such a wonderful supporter of ours. It really is appreciated. So, Olivia and I are back from maternity leave. What does your new role look like with Kids Club?
So yes, as I said, I'm back as CEO, but my role does look slightly different, partly because we are growing as an organisation, but also because, as I said earlier, the fabulous Joe is staying on full time as our Chief Operations Officer. So I'm really looking forward to, in my new role, to spending a lot more time with our partners and with our supporters, with our donors, with our trustees, and sort of helping to shape our vision for the future, and also just, yeah, spending more time with our supporters and also spending more time with our in-country partners. So I'm actually going out to Uganda on Saturday, and that will be another big part of my role, working with all of our different partners and sort of stakeholders that are involved in the organisation.
Oh, that's fantastic. And what do you kind of see the main differences as being? Obviously, you've been away for a year and just coming back, on reflection, what do you think the big changes have been over the last year?
Well, there's actually been loads of changes, which is amazing. Um, I've been just really, really amazed that, I've been out for a year and then I've come back and we've just grown so much. And again, that's a huge testament to our incredible UK staff, but also our wonderful Ugandan team for all of their hard work. Our programs in Kampala have just been growing and going from strength to strength, being able to serve more children and families within the communities. We've been being invited into new communities in Kampala by local leadership, seeing our reputation just really increasing and being invited by that local authorities, local government to do expanding our programs into more areas, which is just amazing. And hearing stories and testimonies from children and families who've really been impacted by our work. And we've been able to support more children throughout our different programs. We've been able to, as I mentioned earlier, resettle more children through our WAFO program, but also we've been able to get more children into education. So amazingly, thanks to a really generous donor, every child who's been resettled with a family through the Awafo project in the last year has been able to also have that education through our school sponsorship program. And also, we've had so many new child sponsors come on board. We were running this program campaign this year, that if we were able to increase the number of child sponsors on our program by 10%, then we'd have 10 more children sponsored thanks to a generous donor. And I'm really pleased to announce that we've actually reached that target. So thank you if you are one of those sponsors. And it's just amazing being able to see more children being supported, and being supported holistically. As I mentioned earlier about our theory of change, we're supporting people moving from just surviving and thriving, but people's lives are complex. So it might be that we're supporting a child through a WAFE, but also they need that education, or we're supporting a family through a difficult sort of safeguarding issue. But actually, that family needs something sustainable to be able to get them out of poverty long term. So it's seeing how our programs holistically work together to support each other. Those are the main things that I've seen so far. But as I said, I'm out to Uganda on Saturday. So it'd be really exciting to kind of come back with new insights and see what else has been happening, by seeing it for myself.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I have to do like a little video blog or something that
Yeah,
we could share.
I will do. Hopefully, my voice will be a bit better by then.
Hopefully the plane, yeah, is okay. Doesn't make you worse. Um, Brill. And so what are you most excited about, do you think, in the next year coming up?
Well, as I've already mentioned, I'm excited about going to Uganda. I know we talk about the next year as a whole, but I'm excited about that. And yeah, as I said, my role changing slightly. So being able to spend more time with our partners in Uganda, being able to spend more time with our supporters, with our donors, hopefully being able to get out and about and meet more of our supporters in person. And just yeah, looking forward to get back stuck in really with everything that we're doing. Working with our wonderful staff team, our great board of trustees, and kind of getting back stuck into everything. And also,
Oh, sorry, Olivia. I think you're muted. Oh, maybe.
apologies. um,
Sorry.
I'm not sure where I got up to then. But yeah, it's just saying also one thing I'm really excited about is this new partnership with the Mango Tree, which I think segue nicely into Joe introducing a little bit more about the Mango Tree, who they are, and what that partnership will look like.
Yes, yes, indeed. So, as you may know, we've recently announced our brand new partnership with the Mango Tree. So, it really is a transformational organisation, with such a similar sort of ethos and impact, and the program's very similar as well. It is quite phenomenal. I know Olivia's going to talk about that in a bit more detail. Um, but what they do is they improve educational opportunities and sustainable livelihoods for disadvantaged children and young people in East Africa. So you can see there's a picture of me and one of our trustees, Paul, who actually went to go and visit all of the projects in Kenya. Back in August now. So that was a really amazing opportunity to meet with the team on the ground there and to really see what their impact was like, in real life. It was a really fantastic opportunity. So I'm going to go through a few questions with you, Olivia, about the partnership now. But if anyone does have any questions about this partnership or anything else that we'll be doing over the next 12 months, then please do, pop them in the chat. That would be really great to hear and just to have a chat really about the next 12 months. But maybe Olivia, you could kick us off just by telling us why, the charities are partnering.
Yes, thanks, Joe. So yes, the charities are partnering in well, it's I don't want to spend too long talking about this because we could be here all evening, but the we are partnering to improve and increase our collective impact. We really believe that we are stronger together. And the Mango Tree, as Joe said, it's a fantastic organisation, and it's been running for about 20 years. And their trustees have made the decision to wind up their UK operations. They've got amazing programs in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda as well. And they made the decision to wind up the UK operations. And we're looking for a UK charity to partner with to be able to continue to deliver their impact and to deliver their programs to their beneficiaries at their projects. And we have known of the Mango Tree for a number of years now. We've worked together. We've been friends with them for a number of years, with their staff in Uganda, but also their program director of the Mango Tree Kenya Consolata has been out to Kampala to visit Sam. And as Joe said, there's a lot of synergy between the two organisations. We have very similar ethos and very similar values, but also our projects are very similar. They have a big focus on education, a big focus on skilling and livelihoods, that sustainable poverty alleviation work. They do child protection work. So the programs themselves are very similar. They just happen in different places. And as the Mango Tree UK were looking to sort of close down their UK operations, they're also looking at how can they support their in-country partners to become more sustainable. And that's something that we have got quite a good track record of, that we're quite proud of, that we have a fantastic team in Uganda that we believe are really empowered, and their capacity is brilliant to be able to deliver those programs. And so it's also supporting them to strengthen their programs. And as I said, we believe we're stronger together. We believe that this, collectively coming together, we'll be able to not only increase our impact, but also increase our reach to be able to help more vulnerable children, not just in Uganda, but throughout East Africa, to move from just surviving to thriving.
Yeah, thank you, Olivia. And as I say, like that visit to Kenya back in August really showed how similar those projects are. And I think hopefully, by kind of combining our efforts and then just having one UK office, it will also reduce our UK costs as well, rather than running those two organisations, which I think is a really great thing because then we can increase our impact in country. Yeah. And so when will this all be happening? It's exciting.
So, yes, it is exciting. So, this will officially be happening in the spring. And as I said, we've already announced this, but the official date that this will be happening is the 1st of April, to align with the financial year. And the Mango Tree trustees will be stepping down at the end of the financial year in April. And so until that happens, it's just a sort of a time of transition at the moment. So this is partly why we're doing this event this evening, to let everyone know and to be able to answer any questions that any of our supporters have. Our team are working with their team. So our trustees are working quite closely with their board of trustees. As I said, Sam and the team in Uganda will be working closely with their program staff in Kenya, and to sort of learn from each other and work out how we can make this transition as smooth as possible. So it won't be happening until April, but lots of things are happening behind the scenes to get that ready.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And I think in early April, we're also going to be doing a couple of events as well, aren't we? With our supporters and with the Mango Tree supporters as well. So that will be sort of early to mid-April. So do keep your eyes peeled for invites for that as well. It should be really lovely events. And can you just clarify for everybody what will happen to our supporters' donations after the partnership happens?
Yes, so we have had a couple of questions about this from some of our supporters. So just want to clarify to make this really clear. So donations that are made by Kids Club Kampala supporters will continue to support our programs in Kampala. And our supporters' donations will be restricted to the Kids Club Kampala programs for the foreseeable future. And our mission will always be to support vulnerable children. We believe that this partnership will enable us to support more vulnerable children, and to support them in more ways and in more areas. But at the moment, if you donate to Kids Club Kampala, your donation will go to the Kids Club Kampala project. There are some donors who donate to the Mango Tree, and their donations will go to Mango Tree projects in Kenya. So your donations won't be affected by this partnership. We just simply believe that together we'll be more effective, and as Joe said, we will be able to reduce and streamline the administration costs in the UK, which actually means that donations will go further as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Hope
Thank
that
you.
answers the question.
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't, let us know. Put your questions in the chat box. Um, Yeah, it would be great. As I say, we're doing a Q&A at the end. So if you do have any other burning questions about the mango tree or how it's all going to work, then please do, yeah, let us know and pop a question in the chat. That would be brilliant. Great. So I think we've now got a video from Sam. So Sam wanted to send a little message to our supporters here in the UK just to update you a little bit about the needs in our communities. So I'll let Sam take it away.
Hello, my name is Samuel Ambayo, the Executive Director at Kids Club Kampala. Very excited to be with you in this chat this evening. Well, it's important to build synergies among our projects. We want to see that we are building a holistic community, a holistic person in terms of spirituality, mentally, and financially. We realize that when you build these synergies, then you're building the whole community, or you're building a whole family, or a whole individual, rather than only meeting a few aspects of someone's needs. We have so many needs, of course, as an institution, but to sum it up, our needs encompasses around the resources. Because the need is great. We just talked about the effects of COVID being so adverse on the people that we serve. So we have so many people who have fallen into poverty. They need our help. Unfortunately, our resources are not enough. And the economy keeps changing and even becoming more tougher, not only in Uganda, but globally. So yeah, we are in need of a little more resources to cater for the more promises that we have made to the people in the communities. We have been having different themes basing on the years. Previously, we were consolidating, we were scaling down on our work. Currently, we've been consolidating, ensuring that our projects are more stronger in the community, well connected, and running well. We are looking at a future where we are more sustainable in terms of the environment, but also having our projects a little more independent, and the individuals that we serve more independent, so they are less reliant on us as an organization. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every person who has been part and parcel of this course of action. Thank you to our donors. Thank you to our staff. Thank you to our fundraisers. Thank you to our friends. Thank you to everybody who has been part of us. It's indeed a privilege to be part of this cause, but also a very biblical work that we are doing. Thank you that we've been able to serve God in this cause. We have a lot more work to do in the near future. So please be rest assured that we are also on the ground to serve as your support continues to come in. Thank you.
Um, so yes, that's a little message just from Sam to everybody tonight. He wanted to be able to join the chat, but Uganda is now 3 hours ahead. So it's actually pretty late in Kampala now. Now the clocks have changed, it's 3 hours ahead. But so he just wanted to record that message to update you all on the needs and to say a big thank you to our supporters. And yeah, we just echo that as well. Sam mentioned obviously there's needs. There are lots of needs. We talked a lot about the exciting future of mandatory partnership. We've talked a lot about our impact over the past few years so far. But as Sam said, there is a lot of need, and I'm just going to share a couple of ways now that you can support us over the coming months. So first up is Christmas. I know it does feel a bit early to be talking about Christmas already. I know some people have possibly even got their trees up already, but I'm very much no, we have to wait for December. But we have got some lovely Christmas cards for sale on our website shop. So if you are looking to send Christmas cards this year, can we encourage you to head over to our website and purchase them from ourselves? I don't know how well you can see it on the slide, but the green one has got some lovely Christmas drawings that are hand drawn by the children at our projects. So it's just a very nice card to send to maybe your friends and family. And we've got a few different designs, so hop over there and have a look. And we also got our alternative gift cards for sale as well on our website. So these are lovely alternative gifts. So rather than giving someone a stocking filler, or rather than giving someone a Secret Santa that's just, more junk from Amazon, etc., you can buy an alternative gift card, and the money that you spend on that gift card will go directly to supporting children and the projects as well. So maybe we can just drop a link in the chat to our website shop. So if you are interested, then please do hop on there and have a browse. And it's just a nice, easy way to support us this Christmas. And the other way that you can support us this year is the big give. So I'm just going to hand over to Jo to explain a little bit more about this.
Yeah, so please save the date. So this year, our Big Give challenge runs from the 3rd of December until the 10th of December, where all donations will be doubled for that 1 week. So those of you who have taken part before will know what an amazing opportunity this is to double your contribution and impact in Kampala. So please do pop the date in your diary to make sure you don't miss out on this opportunity. And there's lots of different ways to get involved as well. So, as Sam mentioned, one of the big challenges at the moment is having enough resources to meet the needs of the communities that we're working with. And that is why this year our Big Give fundraising target is our highest yet. So, we are hoping to raise a monumental £36,000, which is huge, and we really need any help that you could give us to get us there. So you can see here that £75 would be doubled to £150, which could provide a sewing machine to enable a vulnerable woman to start her own business. £125 gets doubled to a huge £250, which could provide a year's worth of period products for 25 teens who are living in vulnerable situations. So it really is amazing. You completely get to double the impact of your donation. So please do consider donating to us. There's also some other ways to get involved with the Big Give this year. So you could maybe put on like a fundraising event at your workplace or your church and donate the money you've raised during that week, perhaps. Or you could invite us to speak at your local church or your school or community group. We'd love to come and have a chat with you and hopefully raise some money. And then, you could also run a craft store with us as well. We've got lots of beautiful crafts. So if there's anything that you can, facilitate for us, we would really, really love to hear from you. Anything you can do to support us would be so appreciated, because it really does double the impact. There's also a QR code on the screen at the moment, which takes you to our campaign page. And maybe we could also put the Big Give URL link in the chat as well, just so that you've got it there too.